You're live. Just saying.
That'll be cool. I'll clip it.
Alright, so as much as I want to play Overwatch right now, that's a risky move for me right now. So I'll just go ahead and play some Paladins. And so the topic of the stream itself is just, or at least the title, Overwatch or Paladins. What do you want? What's it going to be? And I'll be honest with you. I think that the whole horse riding thing probably is like one of the things that make it separate, like different to it. But I don't know about you guys. What do you think? Do you think that even if I said you have to pick between Paladins or Overwatch, that might be difficult, or maybe not?
People would think Overwatch in general.
Well, I can tell you right now that if it were a game,
I think it's really depending on your audience.
I think we can all agree that Battleborns is just not going to be part of the
Still
list.
around? I thought it was down.
Yeah, that's. I don't think it's around, but that and Lawbreakers was good. It just changed over time, and then I think it stopped. I'm not sure. But. All right, so I'm gonna have to turn on the lights because camera versus dark is not a good thing. Alright, so for those of you that may be watching this clip, eventually it's going to be a clip. It's probably going to be like an hour-long stream, which is at no point should you ever stream for an hour. You might as well make YouTube videos at that point. But anyways, that's over personal life scheduling followed by work-related scheduling that I decide to do 1 hour stream. At least today. And then, like any other day, would be Monday through Friday. Now, we're looking at Saturdays or Sundays being my day off. I'm willing to pull 3 hours of stream. And guys, not speaking specifically to you for on Discord chat, just overall, anybody who decides to jump into the channel and eventually end up watching one of the videos there, this happens to be it. So yeah, I'll be speaking to you guys, audiences, people, as if you were literally right there. I don't know. As far as Overwatch, it's a good game. I've seen a lot of streams, a lot of clips, a lot of videos, a lot of controversial topics and conversations about this. But nonetheless, if your computer can't run it for shit, I don't know what to tell you. Upgrade parts, lower settings. Rob a nigga if you got to, I don't know. But yeah, because of Overwatch, it makes me feel like the computer I have is a toaster. Even though it technically is, it's just that it's pretty old. It's outdated. It's an outdated system, so it's got to be updated. All right, so I'm clearly running based on the settings. It's gonna be 30 frames. Even if I'm doing streaming, it's gonna be 30 frames. Like at worst case, we're probably dipping down to 25 frames. So you know that's just trash. But now spec wise, I upgraded from a gigabyte board. I'm not too familiar with the name overall because it's just a long ass random name of letters and numbers. And it's right down there in the description. But as far as the upgrade, I have an Asus Crossblade Ranger, and that right there, at the time of purchase, retailed for $280, and I got for $180. Top of the line board for, of course, and a 107850K. I do not plan to upgrade to like I think anything past that, like a 7890K, or maybe like I think they have A12s. I'm not sure, but it's somewhere up there. If I had the money, sure, I'd go for a Ryzen build, starting with the 2600X, skipping 2600 because now that has been dropped to $170. Really affordable, and that just means that the Ryzen 3 is also affordable. Probably like if you were gonna get the I think it's not in the first gen, it's the second generation. So that I think I'm gonna look this. I'm gonna look this up because I think the 20 anything Ryzen 3, you can get away with the Vega 11. I remember it being like 2200 something, 2200G. But yeah. So basically, your minimum there being a Ryzen 3. It's either 2300G or 2400G, I think. But I did see it in Newegg for $99. That's a good way to start. That'd be Vega 11, Ryzen 3. Yeah, so I see it right here. Ryzen 3 2200G, Vega 8. And I think there's a 2600. If not, it's a 2400. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would love to say I'm going to get a Ryzen 5 2600X, a DDR4 memory instead of DDR3, instead of 1800 or 1600 megahertz overclocked to 1866 megahertz, that I would get 3200 megahertz, maybe 2600 megahertz at the least. And they're both APUs. It's just this is a newer, and honestly, hell of a lot better. And I don't even have to say that. It's come on, man. I'm here talking about playing Overwatch on an A10 7850K, cross-fired with a R7 250 from MSI, with 16 gigabytes of RAM, being 1600 megahertz overclocked to 1866 megahertz. I can't even go past that. I can't even touch 2600 megahertz. And I would like to have that DDR4, at least for a graphics card. I like to go for a RX 580.
Select a champion.
But yeah, I don't know. We're talking like 500, maybe 600. Probably get away with a $400 bill. Alright, let's swap this out. But yeah, I don't get it. Paladins runs really smooth, no problems. Yeah, there may be some hiccups here and there when it comes to streaming. I mean, that it's gonna happen. And then if I had that better parts on here, then yeah, I can get away with it. It's gonna be better, but I don't have that $400, $500, $600 to drop right there on the upgrade parts. I'm talking about parts that came out years ago. Go to this right here, studio mode. Editor.
has appeared, distorting everything around it. Once again, the Paladins and Magistrate have come to fight for powers they don't understand. But who will emerge victorious? A tear in reality has appeared, distorting everything around it. Once again, the Paladins and Magistrate have come to fight for powers they don't understand. But who will emerge victorious?
30 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle. Have fun. 15 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
The tear has moved.
Oh yeah, wicked like that.
Gravity is just a word we choose to use.
Terrible rating.
First blood.
What is what? Now I'm like stuck. I got some problem here where I'm like in the game, but I'm not. I'm loaded, but I'm not. I'm trying to alt tab so I can close something. And
When time runs fast.
alright, so take it here. Run as the editor. And the game crashed. Nice. Wow. Alright, so now I'm loading into the lobby. I don't even know what's going on. I'm looking at a wallpaper. So basically, look, the whole point that I'm trying to make here is, in order to play these kind of games while streaming, you need to upgrade certain parts. Graphics cards, it's gonna top it look really nice. Your processor, your audio coding, because it's an APU. You know, advanced processing unit, we're talking about we need faster RAM. And because we don't have faster RAM, being the frequency, now we have a problem. And at least during the time that I bought parts for the computer, the price was too high. Couldn't afford it. So I took the 1600 megahertz. But it was good because it was 16 gigs of RAM. Four, three, two, one. Ooh. I don't even know what to say. I'm having issues where things like simple. Okay, so my keyboard is acting up where it uses a Bluetooth signal because it's wireless, and I used to have a Red Dragon Kamara mechanical keyboard. That was a lot better. Funny story about that was after moving from Florida, I ended up in a public storage, still there. So that's about as much of a story I got for it. I won't be seeing that for a while. But I'm gonna get myself a new one. Oh, I saw that. It's super choppy. Wow. I might have to fix some options here. So ready by 720, window mode. Maximum reading. See, I'm not trying to do like a full screen kind of thing. Just okay, not that much.
The tear has enemy killing spree. Release your ultimate power.
Alt tabbing is like the worst. Oh man, the worst fucking thing you could do. It's too many drum shit. So yeah, keyboard problems where I had to basically take the dongle, move it closer so I could get a better signal because it's running on AA batteries, not even rechargeable ones. Okay. Ooh. Yo. And you know what I don't like about this? Like every single time I play this game, if I'm not streaming, I get the good stuff. You know, I can get the champions that I'm used to using. Oh no, but as soon as I start streaming, oh well, here it is. You're gonna start using like the random mission that I use. I don't know how to play with this chick. I don't know how to play. On top of that, I'm choppy as hell right now. The last couple streams that I was doing was, let's see, with an RJ45. So I was using the Ethernet cable directly to the modem router. But I decided to get myself a wireless adapter because I need it. When I'm putting the computer, it's nowhere near the modem or router. Either way.
Victory. Good game.
So there's like so much to talk about, and I don't even really know where to start. Like a lot of the shit that I just talked about right now is kind of just pointless shit. Like the real deal here is I haven't streamed, like legit stream for a while now. I'm talking about the last video you guys will end up finding there on my channel is a gameplay of Diablo 3 way back with another channel, and you guys know by Dustin. And you know, since then, things came up preventing me from streaming. But I do plan on streaming a little bit more now, more actively than used to, and then at the same time interact with the community again. Yeah, been a while. I'm just trying to refresh it, get things back in order where it's supposed to be. Trying to see where's everybody at. There's a lot of people that are still following, that are my loyal followers. They're still there. They just don't really get on much, and that's understandable. So I'm trying to see about maybe finding a few more people who are interested in these type of games. So everybody's seen me play Paladins now, but Overwatch is going to be a nice game to play. If I could do it online and at the same time stream it, great. A few games that you guys will see me playing here is going to be Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Now it's free, so I don't have to buy it. At least back then I did. Again, Overwatch, you're going to see me play League of Legends, Diablo 3. Remember that you guys can always request games if you want me to. The last request that I had was Rocket League, and I was able to get it just in time that a friend of mine, which is also a streamer here, wanted to get the Rocket League. Pretty good stuff. I got it for like $12 on G2A. It was a pretty good deal. Not that I condone getting your game keys on G2A, because you want to support, you want to support developers, you want to support game makers. So go ahead and get your games on Steam. It's what I would suggest you get your games on Steam directly, but you guys do what you will with what you can. Let's see. In a match lobby, and hopefully I can. Oh, party. Yeah, it's late. It's late. Too late. Okay. Alright, so. What I want to do is head on over to this. Let's see. Going back a couple years ago, I'd say, let's say 2015, 2016. Let's say that. Even though released 2014, and I haven't really streamed for that long. OBS was the first open broadcasting software, legit, and it's its name. It's the broadcasting software that I use, free. And for a long time I used it up until the point when they got to OBS Studios. Then I started using that because it was somewhat better. It had better features, but because it was new, it wasn't as good. At least for specific type of computer builds. Like, it depends on the parts that you have, at least in the beginning, for me. And the facts are all online. It's just do your research. I didn't do mine. I'm just going based off of what I remember. Now, since then, I see I'm using here Streamlabs. That's what I'm using. So it's pretty much the same thing. You got your OBS, and your studio mode is there too. You got every single thing that you can have available to you. You don't have to use shop items, like shop add-ons really, but you can go ahead and do that. I remember using Chatty back then, and that's what I used to have the conversations that I would in the chat, Twitch chat, but I would hear a ding, like a little sound, a notification, so I know when I get someone who, someone's trying to talk. That's not necessarily how it is here, notifications. And then I did a little bit of restream. If I can land a game, that'd be nice. That's what I'm hoping for. I did a little bit of restream. That didn't necessarily work out too well too, because during that time I was having issues with Beam, and that is now known as Mixer. Got a ladybug here. 9 to 10. Not a whole lot of streaming happening here because really I'm supposed to do an hour, but I'm at the pull 2 because of all this waiting and waiting and waiting. So yeah, guys, there's gonna be a schedule change that I'm gonna do in Twitch, and that's probably where I didn't get to do that. Every night I'm gonna be streaming from 9:50 to 10,
Customize your champion.
hopefully 11, because that's what I agreed to for scheduling streams. Up until, well, not every night, just Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays I'm gonna try to do 9 to 11. And that's if I can. The stream's been on for 32 minutes and 47 seconds. It's 10:18 p.m. And that to me does not mean that I've been playing for an hour, even though it's 10. So I'm gonna go based on live stream time. It says an hour, that's an hour.
Distorting everything around it. Once again, the paladins and magistrate have come to fight.
Yeah, so not much. A lot of different things happened since then. My friend there, Sodium Slug, I'm gonna shout out to him because it's been a long time, and you guys will need to hear that. You know, it's been a long time, and he's you know, the last donator that I had for the time that I've been inactive. But shortly after he donated, like about a month after that, well, if not a couple of weeks after that, he passed away. You know, this isn't like someone that I know offline. Well, I know online. It's somebody that I know back home. You know, every Friday we hang out, go to the movies. Him and another friend of mine together. And I didn't know him too well. I was introduced to him by that one friend that just, you know what I'm saying? You know, and he had something in his head. I don't know, it's something that he had in his brain that just caused him to die in his sleep. You know, I went to his funeral, paid my respects to his parents. You know, his sisters were there. Pretty crazy stuff. And during that time, I wasn't screaming as much. I was taking care of my mom who passed away. And that's part of the reason why I was screaming, to help pay bills. But you guys already knew that. You know, just give you that recap of what's been going on since the last time that I like really streamed. I don't mean like pop in on Twitch, throw a game in there, and just give it a couple minutes. No, I mean like really try to engage with the community once again. And it's been a roller coaster ride since then. Let's see, after my mom passed, I just moved from where I was living during the time to Homestead, Florida, where I stayed with my aunt and my uncle. And you guys already know that story, where I said that my cousin was a streamer too. He's a streamer. He's still streaming. But he used to play for Team Liquid, and he is known as Destiny. And you know, that's family. I leave it like that. I don't try to gain reputation or anything from him. Like I don't try to get anything out of that. Just leave it as it is. So yeah, I stayed there, and then came like maybe 5 months after that. You know, I worked there at the house, taking care of the pets. They have a lot of pets, really nice pets. You know, I moved from there, saved up money from doing that, and I came to Tennessee. I brought one of the cats with me, and his name is Romeo. He was one of my pets. I say one of them because I originally had another pet. It was a dog. This was a cat, but I had a dog before. And pretty much he died from getting hit by a car. He lost his life. And he is a dog. His name is O'Connor. He is a cat. His name is Romeo. Just so you guys understand. With my explanation is a little whack. Butchering things. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Oh. Been too far. I don't know where I'm at. Oh. Oh. You know what? Since I can't land the hits, I'm just oh. Good control here. But yeah, what I was getting at was my cat passed away from eating something, a carpet. When I say something, I mean, you know those silicone gels that when you go and you buy shoes, inside the shoes is like this little bag that says do not eat, but that was already scattered. Someone just tore it and it got all over the carpet right by the bed in my room. And when I say someone, I mean the previous people living there. Granted, on my cat was there, he ate that off the floor. He ate that off the floor. Must have eaten that off the floor. It's the only thing that could explain why, because we were looking into doing a biopsy or something like that, but for like a cat. That was going to be expensive. We wanted to do it, we couldn't do it, you know, things happened. Trying to figure out the cause of death in that. The only thing I could think of was that, because the carpet was clean. Carpet was clean, using cleaner, because we were moving in. We all clean. I don't know, it's just weird shit. Cat's dead, dog's dead, but hey. I enjoyed the time I had with them. They did the same. You know. So basically what I'm trying to say, as depressing as that may sound, how I'm stating it, I'm here. I'm here, want to know about you guys, know what you guys are doing, how you're doing, play some games, have a good time, you know. Sure, back then I had a lot of free time, but I didn't always have a lot of time to stream. Now I have time to stream. I don't have a lot of free time, but I have time to stream. And so yeah, I do want to play new games, but new capable games. I want to play them and be capable of playing them. But I know I can't just play whatever. I need to be able to run the game. If I can't run the game, I can't play it. Come on. Oh, they're loading. Oh. Where's your way? Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, okay. Oh, oh, oh. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. beer. Game is definitely shopping. Jeez, you know what the problem is? I didn't equip any of these. We're gonna make a offensive one. Let's go offense here. Let's just make terrible choices right now. You're still gonna get the same content you got back in the day. I'm talking playing League of Legends and flipping your shit when you're using Teemo and you just suck at it, and you still suck at it in 2019 type shit. That's one. Oh, Victor no. Victor, I'm supporting you as bait. Let me go. Yeah. Ooh. I'm just gonna keep dying. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to play some games, some other games, some new stuff. I don't know. People talk to me about Black Ops 4. People talk to me about Apex Legends. Now, I play Apex Legends. That's a good game. I'm gonna give it that. Anthem is having some. I don't know what's going on there. I've been considering getting the game, and then all I get is just people telling me bad things about it, YouTube videos about it, that just there's problems with the game. Hell, you can even look at what is it, Angry Joe? This guy's gonna tell you about how trash the game is. The game looks nice, and I find it kind of surprising how EA wants to release two titles nearly at the same time. One's free, one's not. The one that's free just comes out better. I don't really understand that. But you know why I don't understand it? It's because it's EA. Here's a good example: Need for Speed, the new one. And when I say new, I mean like maybe 2016, 2015, one or the other. If not 2016, 2017. It took me a while to finally get that game, and when I get it, the game doesn't work that well. Poorly optimized. It's a good game, but it's I don't know. Good. When I say good, I mean it in my opinion because I'm so used to playing Need for Speed games. And now we got Need for Speed. It's either Payday or Payload, something like that. Something like that. Pay something. Need for Speed Pay Me. That's what it should be called. Pay me back my money. That was a waste. I want to play games like Rainbow Six Siege, just to try it out. I'll probably get it, but you see, I'm just going based off of what's already been out. You see, and then games that have already been out are probably been so overplayed, it's not good enough anymore. I don't know. I mean, believe me, guys, I would appreciate if you literally let me know, at least PM me something, telling me what kind of games you would like to see me play. Doesn't have to be another new, it could be something old that you just don't find anybody else play. And I'm sure you can play it yourself, but just pick something. Black Ops 2 would be a game that I would like to play again, but with all the hacking going on, I don't really know how to feel about it. I got Black Ops 3, guys. Just letting you know. That's regardless of letting you know, it's still not too much of a good game. It's one thing I never really understood with the whole jumping around. And when you jump, like you are using like a jetpack, but you're also running on the walls, so you never really get like a steady shot. When you attempt to shoot, it doesn't work all that well. I mean, you got to be a pro, right? To some degree. You're shooting, you're in midair, you're jetpacking, but you're also running on the walls, and you're aiming so well that it's not like your gun is just going all over the place. You're not spraying and praying, and even that by aiming. So Black Ops 2, you're on the ground, you're just running straight. You're throwing yourself. You're not dashing. You know, you're not power sliding. Power sliding. Now we're talking something that Black Ops 3, Ghost, I don't, maybe Advanced Warfare, Infinity Warfare. Those are two I still didn't get to play. I still haven't played, and even if I attempted to, probably gonna be dead. A game I'd like to visit again is basically Modern Warfare 3 remastered, just because it's remastered. Yeah, I got the picture up. I got it up. I also got the should be the camera. Camera should be up now. Finally. Things I'm looking for in the stream is sound, if you can hear me over the music. Otherwise, if you can't, I'll turn down the music. If the game itself is good, where it's not choppy, it's that kind of testing like the old school way. That's how I needed you guys to validate that for me. And Ezekiel, however that's pronounced, man, what's up? How's it going, man? Welcome to my channel. I haven't been on here for a long time. You'll see some recent clips, some videos, but not necessarily where I can vouch and say I'm back. Like, I'm officially back. I got a schedule and everything. Just give me some time. It's been a while. But yeah, just talking about reminiscing in the days of when I used to enjoy, and probably would still enjoy, if these games you wanted me to play, Black Ops 2, League of Legends, things like that online, and stream it. New games like Apex Legends, I got that. I can go ahead and play that too. Fortnite is not my thing, but I'm willing to try it out just to see how things go.
Distorting everything around it. Once again, the paladins and magistrate have come to fight for powers they don't understand. But who
And you guys gotta tell me, what kind of game do you think would be something I should try? Let's start with Battle Royales. To my knowledge, Apex Legends, Fortnite, H1Z1, and I've played that in the past. Let's see. I think there's one called Royal Crown, something like that, or Royal Grounds, and I haven't played that one yet. There was Battleborns, and if the game is still out, I would say, is that even a thing? Like, some have, like, even recently, some dude that was there on Discord, one of the Discord servers was literally saying, is that even a thing? I'm like, back then, I don't know if it survived. Dude, I don't know. We used to have this thing called Lawbreakers. It was good, and I like to compare it to like a Battle Royale, kind of Black Ops 3 thing where you're like running on the walls and stuff. But it's not only that. The way it looks is like like a Rocket League without the cars and the soccer ball that's huge. but it's a sport. You know, like it's an esport title, being a sport game. So again, guys, I'm streaming. The plan was an hour stream. I can't do an hour stream because it was taking me a while to set up before the stream. So that was like 30 minutes into it. So right now we're at 51 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm just doing an hour right now. Saturdays and Sundays I'm gonna do at the most 3 hours. It's gonna be typically at this time. So never mind the schedule time that you see right there just below the stream. That's gonna be changed. Things are good right now. Recently got a job. Income tax came in. That saved me just for a little bit, you know. Got to do something real nice. I'll be playing Diablo 3 a lot too. For those days that I haven't picked out a game to play, that's what I'll be playing. The gameplay's good. Yeah, that's why I'm hoping it's good. The game's kind of choppy for me. To be honest with you guys, it's kind of choppy for me. So I'm gonna go right back to what I was saying, like from the get-go. I'm going to invest, if and when I get money, on a Ryzen build. I am hoping to get a 2600X, but I'll stick with a 2600 if anything. For the Ryzen CPU, and then for the GPU, I'm planning on getting an RX 580 from Power Cooler, preferably Red Devil and not the Red Dragon, just personal preference. And on top of that, the price is pretty damn cheap. At least cheap in the sense of in comparison to other graphics cards that are out there now, and during the time that that card was released. So, you know, I did years of looking at prices just to be sure that what I was going to get was something that was going to last me for the titles that I currently play, like to play, and then things that you guys would suggest. You know, I gave it a try, but I got to know that it'll run. And when I see that I buy myself Overwatch and it's barely playable, it's time for an upgrade. So I'm gonna get because I need the frequency between, I think it's the north brick. No, it's the random access memory, the RAM, the memory. Needs to be 3200 megahertz. I cannot do any lower, but if it really had to be that way over price, I would do no lower than 2600. 2600 megahertz. That's what I would do. I cannot do 8 gigabytes of RAM. I have to do 16 because it's not just gaming, it's productivity. So I multitask as well. Let me do some focusing in the game as well. Get wrecked over here, dying. And case, I'm kind of in between using a case that I have, which is it's pretty damn old, but it's a slim case. This is I think it's a Sentry, that's what it's called, or a Centay or something like that. But the point of me using that, it's to use it. It's still in the box. I haven't used it. So the only thing I have to do is get myself like a mini power supply. And there's a word for it, but I can't remember. A mini ITX board. I have to get that. And that's if I'm going to stick with that one particular case. Now, if I was going to do a different case, like a new case, sure, I'll go for an ATX motherboard, maybe 4. Now, you guys will see right there, I have an Asus ROG, Republic of Gamers, Crossblade Ranger. Really nice board, really good, rich features on there. But for the APU, I just wish that the Ryzen CPU, I could just pop it in here. You know, they didn't have to make an AM4 motherboard. They could have just simply made the same pin layout for the chip itself, but the internals on where the chip is going to be placed and how it's going to be. Same thing, I would still have to upgrade because of the socket on the board. But yeah, that's I bought the computer parts at the worst time. Yeah. Land right here. Yo. Turn everybody to chicken if I have to. I missed. Oh my god, before I die. I died. I could probably do like a $40 case. Now, I like airflow, and I also like to have reduced sound. But you know what? We hit this point in the market where it was all about RGB and aesthetics. So I would really like to have a tempered glass case where I could show off the LEDs for, you know, the lighting inside and the parts. I want it to be seen. So for the longest time, I would just leave the side panel off of the NZXT H230 case that I have, and you know, deal with dust, potential things getting inside. But you know, I like how it looked. So I plan to do that. And color-wise, I kind of wish it was a white tempered glass case. I'm not sure there's any, but I'll have to look. I plan on upgrading a 2 terabyte hard drive. It's like $50. I used during that time when I bought these parts, a 1 terabyte was about $50, nothing in the $40 range. So, good stuff. You know, hard drive prices dropped, RAM prices dropped, at least for DDR3. DDR4, I don't know what I can say about that. Prices fluctuate, so I'll see what I can do. But yes, getting those parts are a guarantee of the titles that I would be playing, but not a guarantee in the titles that you would recommend me to play that may require something stronger. But I doubt it. I'm pretty sure an RX 580 can pull off gameplay of certain games that require something higher of what I have. And same thing for a Ryzen processor. Another thing that I did think about was having 2 computers, one for streaming, one for gaming. So the streaming PC would have nothing that would make it look cool, just the bare basics, and then the most powerful thing in there would be the processor. And then, yeah, a Ryzen processor that's going to be used to encode the gameplays, just video encoding. Now, if I do that, we're probably looking at like $200, $300 just on that. Okay, so $350 is what I spent on my build in the beginning. Upgrades after that, yeah, I turned it to like $500 and something dollars. In a month after that $350, the value of what it became worth went up to $580, $530. And you'll see it right there in PC Part Picker link down below. You'll see when you click into it, I explain it, what went up. So right now we're at 1 hour and 57 minutes. It's 10:46 right now. I'll be pretty much ending my stream right now. And the next stream I'll be doing tomorrow around the same time. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. This is just the first stream that I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be streaming for a while. Get you guys updated on how things been so far since the last time I streamed. And there's a lot of things I still have to add here. I still have sponsorships, affiliates, and partnerships with some of the companies that I have listed down below. And there are new ones. There's also going to be, if you're in the Tennessee area, because that's where I live, in Johnson City area, you can reach to me out here on Facebook right there, and you should find my computer repair page. I also do computer repair on the side. I've been doing that for a while, and some of you guys know that. For those of you who have been following, you would know. Those of you who are new, that's what I do. And the business name is Tech. That's what it's called. Computer repair, just tune-ups. I don't know, you have a broken monitor, you have a broken computer, you need scan viruses, something like that. I'm sure that a lot of you are tech savvy, especially for those of you who happen to be following me and are streamers. For those of you who don't, yeah, if you want to go ahead and support me for what I'm doing, that's one way that you can do it. First time people are going to be getting a discount, 10% off first visit, and you'll be getting a free license key for Glider Utilities, which is a tune-up software in competition with Powerform CCleaner, and they're both really good. At least this way you'd have one with a professional license key, and you'll be getting updates frequently. And then you can also use CCleaner on the side, since there's the free version that's good too. And that's pretty much it. You just reach out to me, I'll let you know what I can do. We talk prices, we talk scheduling, that kind of stuff. Saturdays and Sundays, the same thing. My days off are also going to be computer repair times, the schedule, and it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. For those of you who happen to be in the area, again, if you're not in the area, I still offer remote support, so I can go ahead and connect to your computer remotely and service you. Now, granted that depending on the problem, there's only so much that I can do, and sometimes it may require that you put a little work into it yourself that would require physically doing things with the computer. Help me help you. And that is also going to, there's also going to be a discount there because that is remote support, and that is not where I am on site or off site physically working on the computers. If you just reach out to me, we can talk more about that. Just letting you guys know, that's all it is. Just casual gaming, having a fun time, working on computers. If you're in an area, if you're not, help you out still. Go ahead and check out my Facebook. When Facebook is no longer down, check out my Twitter. If it's there, it should be there. YouTube. Not right now that I have any clips that are new, but what I do plan is getting restream and streaming to multiple different platforms. So just YouTube, YouTube Gaming, Twitch, Mixer. Mixer's now different. It's no longer Beam, so whatever beef I have with them years ago, they're already been flushed down. You know, it's okay. Things are okay. So, until next time, guys, have a good night.